to assess Captain Hardik Pandya. He came out, there was some intent in the huddle when they walked out there. They got wickets up front. Assessment of Hardik's captaincy. I mean, we've talked about it briefly about the last over. But overall, he said he'd assign leadership roles. And it seemed as if, using Ishan as an example, he did that.
He did, and also starting the bowling himself, deciding that I'm going to take on the bulk of the first few overs, hold Harshal completely back for the end. That's why they probably played with two spinners, saying that he's going to bowl a substantial amount up front and not getting, I mean, somebody like a Yuzvendra Chahal or a Aksar not completing their quota in the middle overs is also an interesting decision. That means when Umran was getting wickets, he went with Umran. When he needed to bring somebody back, he brought back Shivam Mavi. And that's the usage of the bowlers is interesting. I think he played the situation. He might have got very badly stuck with Aksar in the last over. He managed to, we managed to get across the line, but he played the situation, and I think you're going to see a less regimented form of captaincy from him and more decisions taken on the spot. And that's the animal or the beast you've chosen. This is the animal that's delivered a trophy for the Gujarat Titans. And good or bad, if you've got to embrace him, you've got to embrace him the entire way.
Yeah, I mean, just looking at his body language towards the end, we may have seen Rohit Sharma when the six went off Harshal Patel, sort of his head down slightly. Other captains would do it differently. Hardik, that smile never went off his face.
Yeah, I mean, nice to see somebody smiling, and I'm happy with that. Just, it'll be interesting to see because he's a different beast, like he said.
It's going to be a ride.
It's going to be a ride. This year is going to be 2023. I think is going to be a ride. We'll enjoy this because you've got Hardik Pandya who's leading the 2020 side. I don't know if it's a long-term plan or not, but at the moment it looks like, because Rohit is not going to overnight get fit. I mean, there must have been some sort of a call where 2020 goes to Hardik, but the coach remains the same. The coach is a whole different style of approach. I mean, he's not a man who takes decisions on the go. He's somebody who plans things, who works towards something. There's a process that he has. And I'm sure Hardik has his own process. But it's exciting to watch this cricket for me. In fact, at the halfway stage, I was talking about how India, it's easy for the opposition to, plan against you. You look at those 20 overs. He surprised us with that first over. He surprised us with that 20th over. There was nothing as constant that you've seen. Chahal not having a good day, fine. So he's a man who takes decisions, he makes calls. And maybe because last year he won, he wasn't expected to win. Not many people expected. There may be few people who did expect him to win. So he's never had that kind of responsibility on him. This is different. He's still carrying on with his style. I hope he sticks to this because this game could have gone the other way, and I hope he doesn't flip overnight as soon as those decisions come. The reason why somebody is made the captain, and I always believe this, once you make somebody a captain, you should know why you made him. And this is exactly why you should make Hardik Pandya. If you're making Hardik Pandya to be a captain who's going to do things as Rahul Dravid likes to do, then you've made a wrong call. I'm not trying to say it's the right call or wrong call, but then definitely it's a wrong call because then you want some man to change. It's almost like my wife. She wants me to change now. I mean, that can't happen, right? You got to accept the man.
You said now.
No, for last 20 years. I mean, 30 years she's been trying. Or me trying to change my wife now. Once you get into a relationship, in this case, captain and a coach, then you got to know, I mean, this is what, otherwise you should have put your foot down and said, listen, I can't work with this man. So it's going to be a ride. And I hope, it goes in the right direction because this could end up very badly.